Hi, Eloasis. My name is Julia, and I'm on staff at Unterwegs in Tübingen, Germany. And even though I might sound very US American, I'm actually German. It's so exciting that we get to be together tonight, even though we've never met, and maybe we'll never meet because we live on different continents. And oh, yeah, also, this is not live. I recorded this on Monday. But we're a part of the Global Scope family and connected by that story, and I think that's really beautiful. Since you don't know me, here's a few facts about me. I'm 33 years old. I studied English and political science at the University of Tübingen. I love food and I hate cats. I've never been to Chile, but I have had empanadas and pisco, and I liked both a lot. So I became a part of the Unterwegs community when I first came to Tübingen to study. Unterwegs is a very common word in German, and it means along the way or on the way. And I like the word. I like what it expresses about who we as a community believe we are. I think it's very nice. It's a very nice image for life and for friendships and faith, to think that it all happens along the way. We are on this path and we're moving along. Sometimes it's easy to see where the path leads, and sometimes it's hard. At times it's like we have a map, a clear goal, and sometimes there's no cell reception and we're lost. Sometimes the sun is shining and we enjoy the walk, and sometimes it's cold and rainy and we'd rather just sit under a tree and wait till it's over. I think we can all think of times in our lives where one or the other was true. And we also all know that it's easier and much nicer to not have to walk the path of life alone. Regardless of whether you are an introvert or an extrovert or right in the middle, whether people annoy you easily or you love meeting lots of people, whether you have a big group of friends or just one friend, or maybe you feel like you have no friends at all, one thing is true. Life is better when we don't live it alone. In fact, I think it's meant to be lived with others in community. You know what I don't think is so clear at times? It's the how. How do I live a life that's good? Good for myself, but also good for others. How do I live a life that I enjoy? How do I live a life that makes the world better than it was before I lived? And does that even matter, how I live my life? There's a story in the Bible that has often been used to give answers to all these questions. Jesus and his friends are talking about the future and what it might bring for Jesus and his friends. And then Jesus says this: No se angustien, confíen en Dios y confíen también en mí. En el hogar de mi padre hay muchas viviendas. Si no fuera así, ya se lo habría dicho a ustedes. Voy a prepararles un lugar, y si me voy y se lo preparo, vendrá para llevármelos conmigo. Así ustedes estarán donde yo esté. Ustedes ya conocen el camino para ir a donde yo voy. Dijo entonces Tomás: Señor, no sabemos a dónde vas, así que ¿cómo podemos conocer el camino? Yo soy el camino, la verdad y la vida, le contestó Jesús. Nadie llega al Padre sino por mí. Si ustedes realmente me conocieran, conocerían también a mi Padre. Y desde este momento lo conocen y lo han visto. When we hear phrases like, believe in God, believe in me, or I am the way, the truth, and the life, we often hear it as a narrowing of the path in front of us. You must believe in this God or you'll go to hell. And I am the way, the truth, and the life, so all the other ones are wrong, right? Have you heard that before? I'm not surprised if you have. This text has often been manipulated and used as a weapon to force people to have a faith they didn't want, especially by white Europeans like me. And it's so easy to use those words that Jesus speaks to Thomas and read them in such an exclusionary way. But what if we got that wrong? Actually, I don't think that's at all how these words were intended. What if we read them differently? Maybe as an invitation. If you don't know where you are going in life, I want to offer you a way. If you don't know how to live your life, I want to offer you my life as an example. Hearing those words from that perspective changes things. It's no longer a toxic voice of someone using the threat of life and death to force us, but a voice that offers us a life without the fear of death. If we choose to listen to that voice, God is not a bully from above saying, believe, believe, but someone from beneath saying, please trust me, believe. I'm trying to make space so you can live a life full of goodness. You don't need to be frightened of what the future might bring. I don't know what you think of a God, this God, and the thought of believing, the thought of trusting this God that walked the earth in the shape of Jesus. I can tell you what I believe. Well, what I don't believe. I don't believe in a God that pressures us, forces our hand. Frankly, I'm just not interested in a God like that. I don't want to be bullied into heaven just because I'm too afraid of hell. That's also not the God I see in Jesus. The God I see in Jesus is the God I met at Unterwegs. In 2009, when I had just started studying, I walked into the Unterwegs house for the first time on a Tuesday around 12 p.m. It was cold outside and a bit rainy, and the sky was really gray. I walked in and there was a sign on the wall that said, "We are here because of God's love, because of God's grace. It is like a party, and everyone is invited. Just come as you are." And it was a party. All sorts of people were there, and there was food, warm soup and fresh bread to fight the late October dreariness. And there was chatter and laughter, and people ate together, and I met lots of friends, people I'm still friends with today. And we shared in the laughter, but we would also share in our tears later, years down the line. So what if we understood Jesus' words in that way when he says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me"? Maybe that's the kind of truth he is talking about. Not the kind of truth we imagine when we hear that word. It's hard to talk about truth in a postmodern world that has already heard so many proclaim the truth only to uphold structures of power that exploit and kill and destroy. I think Jesus is talking about a different kind of truth. He's talking about the truth that's behind the idea of the kind of community he was building. The kind of community in which there is a place prepared for everyone. The truth is, if we want this kind of community that Jesus talks about all the time, the kind of community that God desires for humans to experience, the kind of community that places like El Oasis and Unterwegs are trying to be, then it takes sacrificial love. It takes Jesus saying, "I will stop the structures of power that keep exploiting and keep killing and keep destroying." He did something different. He revealed that the way, the truth, and the life responds to those who killed him with all-encompassing love, compassion, and forgiveness. And so we are invited to live a life like this. Thank you.